Hello Flosstube, I'm Griffin, and this is Stitching with the Griffin number 45. I hope everyone is doing well today. Pardon me. If you're new here, welcome. My channel is predominantly about cross-stitching, hand sewing, and embroidery. When I have the projects, I mostly cross-stitch. I also discuss towards the end of the video my other projects that I do. I do crocheting, I do diamond art, I do a bunch of different things, and I will talk about them. I will also talk about books and movies, sometimes music, but that's all towards the end of the video, so if you're not interested in that, you won't have to stay here long. I try very hard to keep my videos under the 45-minute mark. Usually around half an hour. So I know that there are tons of YouTubers out there that you would like to see, so I try not to take up too much of your time, while also providing you with some view-worthy content if possible. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate everyone who is here taking a little bit of time out of their days to visit me and see what I've got going on. See what I have on the slab, as they say. So, as the title says, I have a finish, but I don't want to show you that yet. Instead, I am going to show you my progress on farm, aka it's Animal Farm, aka Nursery. It is the DMC Creative World kit. This is one of my focus pieces for the year. I'm trying to get it done so I can have it as a Christmas present, since it was not ready for the child's birth. So this hopefully will be ready for our first Christmas. So I am working over here. I forgot to take a picture. I thought I had, but I did not, and I started working on it because I was so excited about getting it worked on. I've been working on the background in the green here. Did not quite finish the border, but that's okay. It will eventually get done. But I've been working in here in this border area, or in this background area. And so if you'd like to see what it looks like before, check out my video number 44. I'm sorry, number 43. Number 43, because it shows it has it on there. Turn this around. So here is where I am. Let's see if I can get this thing out of the way. Now I'm going to fold that over because I'm not working on it right now. So this is where I am. Now I had, in my last video, I had most of this background here. The duckling has been done. Most of this background here done, and I'm starting in on here, so I've got a little bit more done. I've got the cow's foot, leg outlined better. Got all of the duck and the other duckling here. There's the beginning of the piglet. There's the other cow, the cow's other foreleg. This is actually going to be some dark green in here, and I haven't finished filling that in. So what I plan to do is finish the color that goes in here, and then, sorry, I gotta get it parked right. So finish the color that's in there, and then do, I guess, whatever this, oh, that color's already done. Sorry, that color's already done. It's this color right here. Do this color here. Sorry about the phone dinging. And I'm going to start on Mama Duck and the second duckling, so I can start on the animals and get things moving that way. I will not be doing the cow. That will be in the last section. I will not be starting on it in this section. So I will do that. Then I will do more background, because there's some background up here between the cow's belly and the piglet. So it'll go up in there. So let me show you on here. So as you can see, right now I'm right up in here. There's the cow's leg and there's the piglet's face. So I need to do all up in here and around and then down. And I am not doing the Mama Pig's face, or I'm sorry, that's the other. Mama Pig's face is going to be done with the cow. And so is that bird. I am just basically doing these guys down here. The goose, the duck, and the duckling, piglet, mama hen, all the baby chicks. And then everything else will be left in the next section. I might do the next section in two, split it in two. That way I'm not overwhelmed by everything that I'm needing to do. And I will do all of the back stitching and everything and the rest of the border before I move on. So it's still a lot of work to do. I don't know. I mean, I am getting a lot more done doing this the way that I'm doing now and not feeling overwhelmed. I am actually getting more progress done. So, crossing my fingers, I will have it done before Christmas. Long before Christmas, because I want to turn it into a wall hanging, and that's going to take time. Now, for the finish. Oh, pardon me, I forgot. Okay. This is a DMC kit. So, it uses the DMC floss. I'm using the 18 count Aida. Is it 18 or 16? I keep forgetting. 16 count white Aida that came in the kit. And I'm doing it 2/1, the called for DMC floss. So that's that. I do not keep track of my stitches. I say that a lot, but for you, those of you who are new here, I will not give you a stitch count. I just stitch. I'm doing it on a paper with a paper pattern, so I would know, what percentage I'm done anyway. Because it's not in pattern paper or anything like that. So, anyway. So there's that. Now, on to the main event. It's Cardinal Points. This is a stitch along I am doing with Sarah, the Northwood Stitch. Hi, Sarah! As well as one of my viewers who has asked not to be named. And I am excited for this. I'm getting a lot more progress done on this. I was working up here, over here, and I do not have a picture of this either, but if you check out 43, you will see where I was. And I am doing this. This is, I am so sorry. The DMC project. Let me see. It says made in England. I don't know what year this is, and it does not tell me who the artist was. It's just DMC. I don't know if DMC even tells you who their artists are. But with Gentle Arts, it is a long dog sampler put out by the Gentle Arts. The designer artist is Julia Line. And this is using the Gentle Arts threads, the variegated threads. They are hand-dyed, over-dyed sampler threads. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And anyway, so I am on, I just finished page 3. Not completely, because I'll tell you why in a minute. But let's fold this up a little bit so you get a better idea. Look at that! Isn't that gorgeous? Got plenty of room down here. I'm actually going to be going down. So, and I have a bunch of room over there that will get cut off eventually. But isn't that gorgeous? So I finished everything. Both sides are now completely done on the top. All this done. Pardon the hanging threads. They will be used. They will be used. Isn't that gorgeous? I am so happy I have gotten this done. I was so surprised when I finished it. It was late at night. I'd put in 2 late nights on this because of my work schedule. And it's so hard. It's a big one, and it's pretty good size. I am doing this on white Aida, obviously, and it is 18 count white Aida, using all the called for Gentle Arts threads. I am doing 2/1 full cross, just like I'm doing with GMC. Now my plan, let me see if I can get this folded over again. My plan is to, the next time I work on it, will be to do all of this section down here, which is the bottom of the pages, of these 3 pages, and a little bit of the top of the rest of the pages. Let me show you here. So I will be doing the Cardinal. I did this. I'm going to do the Cardinal, whatever that is, these little things, and then all the lettering and what looks like kind of ribbon work on the bottom. So then that will fill in all of that, and that will be the absolute middle of the piece right here. And that will be the next thing I do. And I have decided, after asking a bunch of different people, I'm going to leave this, the writing that's in here, in there, and then down at the bottom, I'm going to put my initials and the date. And I am going to leave more room than this for my white border when I frame it, because I'm actually not framing this, I'm turning it into a pillow. So my initials and the date will be down here, and then I will frame it in, or put a edging around it and then turn it into a pillow. I don't know how soon I'll do that, but I will be doing that. But that was Cardinal Points, and I am looking forward to getting that middle section done. I can move forward with all of that, and guess what? Oh, shit. I am so sorry. I have misplaced Sally. I got her dress on, okay? I will let you see her next video. Maybe I'll have her leg stitching, her stitching on her body done by that time too. She is the fiddliest thing I have ever done, and I will not be doing another one of her. In fact, as soon as I finish both of the Oogie Boogies that I'm doing, I will be getting rid of the book. I will be passing it on. They were interesting to make, but not something that I am interested in doing. I don't make dolls very well. I make some toys and amigurumis, but not dolls. It's just, they're just too fiddly for me. I don't have time to be messing with all the small details. I just don't. So, after I get those 2 done and get Sally finished, we'll be done with that. So, since I don't have Sally to show you, I had finished, I think it was in number 43. I had shown you the finished product, the finish of the bears that I was doing. That was a Christmas present for my son and my daughter-in-law. And I like doing diamond arts very much. It is very relaxing. It's something I can do without too much thought. I can watch TV and do things like that. In fact, I watched 2 movies just recently while stitching, and I watched them back to back. Rewatched them actually, because I have seen them both before, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So, I was given by my children, my daughter-in-law and my son, for Mother's Day and for my birthday, different diamond art kits. Now, I have decided to start on this one. I absolutely love gnomes. I will be making several of them, but isn't that just the cutest thing? So yes, I will be doing that. I will be starting on that. It says Cardinal. This is the box. This is a special edition diamond dots. And it says all-inclusive diamond facet art kit. So it's got everything in it. It is a 12.2 by 15.2 inches or 31 by 38.5 centimeters size. And I want to say the other one that I did was a diamond dots as well, and but I don't know for sure. Either way, it's going to be fun to work on. So there's that. I apologize, I should have told you that was all my cross stitching and I'm done. That way you wouldn't have to listen to me talking about diamond dots. I do apologize. I am done with that part of my cross stitching. I am nowhere near finished with these projects. These two particular projects. Next week's projects, I am closing in on a complete finish. So I am thrilled about that. I am excited about that. And I want to do a shout out to Stitchman Darcy. He has bit the bullet. He has walked off the pier. He has left the rat race. In terms of a regular job, he has gone into business for himself. Now, for at least the past year or so, he's been dyeing his own fabric, he's had an Etsy shop, and he's been doing markets. But he's also been working another job, an overnight job. He says he calls himself the pet detective. I won't go there, don't care. And he also has a young son that he is being daddy to, which is fantastic. He has stepped up for that. And so I am excited for him because he finally did. He finally left his other job. He is designing full time. He is stitching full time. He has 3 markets. In his last video, the video he did on, what was it, June 18? 19, something like that. He said he had 3 markets coming up in 1 week. So he is really doubling down on things. He's adding more types of fabric to his shop that he's dyeing himself. He is also working on a website so that he can move away from Etsy and not be losing out on as much money as he is now, because apparently he's paying out a lot in fees that could be going towards towards other things. So he is moving away from that. Now, I do have to say, I worked for Michaels, and I don't know if anybody knows this or how many people know this, because we don't talk about it. The company, not me, the company doesn't really talk about it. But we have Maker Place. The company has Maker Place. It's like Etsy. It is for from handcrafters and handmade and handcrafted items. I don't know if you could get away with being a reseller on there or not. The difference between the 2 platforms, besides who's running it, is the fact that they don't charge you to post your items. They only charge you when you sell. And their fees are not that high, in my opinion. I am working on building a shop on there, but I just have no real time to do it. So there's that for those of you who are struggling with Etsy but don't or can't get your own website going. There are alternatives. There's T-Do. I haven't been on there, so I don't know how good it is, but I know a lot of people have flocked over there as well. But it is what it is. So, Mad Morty has also left the job market and is working for herself. I do not know exactly what she is doing. She hasn't really said, but I do know that she designs. She has her own website, her own little company called Hearne Crafts, which I think I have shown before. I know I have shared it on my Instagram before. But I know at least one of her designs has made it into a magazine, and she does some phenomenal work. I'm not sure what else she's doing, but I would strongly check her out as well and go and give her page some love, at least look at it. Let me see. Always want to shout out Sarah the Northwood Stitcher. She has got the fabulous channel. She does a lot of thrift store finds. She does a lot of finishes or gives you finishing ideas. She does a multitude of different crafts and finishes and just stuff. She also has an eBay account where she is letting go of her multiple charts, as well as some of her late father's charts that she does not see herself doing. So I would go to her and then see where her eBay channel is, because she's got a large listing and they're reasonably priced, in my opinion. I'm going to stop talking with my hand now because that's very weird. I talk with my hands, but I talk with my hands off camera, so you can't see what I'm doing. It can be very distracting for people, I'm sure. I try not to do it, especially with people I am talking to in person, but sometimes I do, and I do it anyway. Let me see, what else? Okay, the two movies that I watched back to back, Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia Here We Go Again. Love those movies. I really like Meryl Streep. I like, the whole storyline was so beautiful, and the acting was fantastic. Who knew Meryl could sing? Who knew the actors on there could sing? Sorry, I heard a noise. It's weird. But yeah, some of the actors that you wouldn't think knew how to sing actually can sing. They didn't lip sync. They actually sang. So I was like, cool. So I watched both of those movies back to back. Made me cry again in some parts. And as always, when you're rewatching, you always notice something different every time, something new. And I actually, for some reason, noticed more of the dialogue between not the main characters, but like Tanya and can't remember the other one. Tanya and the other best friend, when they were on the boat and the Greek offers a beer, and she that, and also at the wedding scene when the kids say, we're not going to get married, and Meryl Streep's having an argument with Sam, and Sam tells her, well, I left and I came back and you had already gone, so. But it was interesting. I've actually discovered, I've been listening to a playlist on YouTube. It's music. And let me see if I can find it. I have to go on here because I didn't pull it up. I forgot to do that. And my sound is off, so you shouldn't be able to hear it if I accidentally trigger it. Give me a minute, please. Sorry. Let's see. I've got it saved on my watch later list because that really helps me to find these. It is where'd it go? There's one playlist that's called The Legacy of the Braveheart, Celtic Metal War Cry with Bagpipes and Violin. Epic Highland Anthem. I do like that kind of stuff. There was another one that I was watching And I must have accidentally... Is it up here? No. Anybody know what a flutie is? It's a food. It's a northern British food. Anybody know what that is and if it's any good? I have a recipe. I'm just not sure if I really want to try it out. There was one other one, I apologize. I'm trying to find it because I really, really enjoy it. I like all kinds of music, but I do like heavy metal and darker thunder, pounding bass, rhythm. Not so big on like classical music that goes hard. That's another playlist I found that I haven't tried out yet. I'm not so as big on the vocals, but I do like Godsmack. Sorry guys. Creed. Some of the other ones that are like really in your face, growly and just pounding. But anyway, I like Evanescence. They're not necessarily heavy metal, but I like her voice too. There's different ones, but I have gotten onto Peacock too, the free streaming platform. You can buy, you can upgrade it, but I'm on the free, and I have discovered some really old, really weird horror movies, and they're not exactly old, I guess, but they do. I've never heard of them. One of them is Phantasm, and there's like 4 or 5 of them, so I'll probably start watching those. Books, I only read one this past week, and that was The Lighthouse by Ron Ripley. Very, very, very good. Lovely sequel to the Berkeley Street House one he delivered. And the next book has him going to a ghost town. Now, if this dude, who is a ghost hunter, is not prepared to deal with anything in a ghost town that he may or may not find, I'm going to be very disappointed in the writer. Because even if you're just going on a vacay, or you're just doing a day off to go check out something, come prepared. Have a tire iron in there. Have, a chain belt, iron belt, that whatever. Dude, have you ever seen Supernatural? Make sure your man is prepared. If not, he's written a bunch of books already, so it's not like I can say, hey, dude, I can still do that though. But I am waiting to get that book. It's not free, which is fine. I don't mind paying for your books if they're good, and this one is good. I strongly recommend it. Ron Ripley. But that's it. That's all I have going on. Next week it is Knockoff Minerva and the Magic of Books again. And hopefully I will be done with the bottom of Minerva and onto the top part, the top right-hand quadrant. We shall see. Depends on my what I've got going on. Yes, depends on what I have going on and my work schedule. That's it. I'm done. I am out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Happy stitching, and I will see you on the flip side.